Hello everyone, I'm Plasmawarrior, as me like to call me, that guy with the afro. Okay, let me be fair, I didn't know how to make this video. I mean, this is one of those personal ones that I really hate doing because I know it has to be done. I know people are going to hate me because I have to say it, but it's true and I'm going to point it out right now. This is something that happens a lot with me. I'm not the bad guy. I'm in fact the good guy, and everyone hates the good guy, the right, honest, truthful guy. But I'm just gonna say right off the bat, there are two things that this person has to deal with, and there is one thing that they will deal with me. And I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna put that aside for the moment. Okay. I'll make sure you see this video, but I'm gonna put that aside for the moment. And I will deal with it eventually, but for right now, I'm going to let it go. Okay? If you're not going to bury the hatchet, oh well. I mean, this is what happens when people do not listen to me. Again, this is not just me saying, oh, I caused something bad. No, this time I had no control over it whatsoever. I didn't say anything, do anything, tell anyone anything. I didn't. Yeah, I did say this was going on, but I didn't tell them. I didn't go up and like, hey, not yet, at least. I mean, like I said, we're gonna deal with that eventually. But right now, backstory. In 2011, I had a video about gays and lesbians, and I said this is what they're doing wrong. And then I mentioned a certain person, and I'm gonna mention them again. That person is no Andrea Spike, and I leaked her then live journal. Well, we had a falling out. A lot of things were said on my end, but I'm gonna be very brutally honest. What she said in response can land her in prison. Okay, that's what you're dealing with. Let's make sure we get that out of the way right now. I'm going to leave that alone. That's what they're dealing with. I can show you, but I'm not going to. Not yet. I will deal with that eventually. About this time, I mean, you gotta understand. I'm not stupid, and I know how to get around a lot of things, which you probably already knew I was doing. It wasn't some secret. You did it anyway. It wasn't really anything fancy. You just went ahead and did it, and I found out. Lo and behold, here we are now. And so I told everybody basically what you were doing. I was basing it on information on your blog, and I think you know what I mean by that. And I do have that saved, recorded, and all that, so there's no hiding it. You can't exactly hide that. But instead of going and being this terror of God, I'm going to get right down to the point. I told everyone this a year ago. It was not like, hey, this is some big shock that's going on. No, a year ago, people knew this person was going crazy, and nobody did anything. Fast forward till a year later. Again, this is an open blog. This isn't something that I'm just, oh, well, stumble upon a fake profile. I find out she gets pregnant. Yeah. I'm not exactly happy about the situation myself. It's not my child, obviously. I've been here in San Antonio for the last 4 months having to deal with some stupid slut of my own, technically speaking. In fact, the biggest difference is this person is very dumb, who I had to deal with, and Andy is pretty intelligent. So, of course, it's always going to come back to, well, why are you saying this now? You're trying to. Let me say it again. This was all in the open. I wasn't hiding. It wasn't hiding. It wasn't being like fooled around. It was right there where you could see it. That she was doing a lot of things and saying a lot of things about what she would do, how she would act. It was right there. So don't come to me and say I'm stalking somebody. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. The second thing I'm going to say is, again, there are two real issues about this. Number one, number one, I told everyone about this and no one did anything. I told everyone from her parents to her mutual friends to my family. No one cared. Okay? That's the problem. And when she got pregnant, now guess what? We don't have a choice, do we? Either you care or you go. One way or the other. Either care about what's going on or get the fuck out of someone's life. That's the bottom line. And if you got people who are you're close to who don't care about that child that's inside of you, I hope to God you realize I do care. I've been caring for the last year and a half, and you're just too dumb to notice it. Yeah, I said it. You know I will. Wake up. Now's the time. That being said, I can point the finger at every one of you, but it's too late. You can't do that anymore. Forget it. God knows I would love to point the finger at every one of you and say this is your fault, but it's not. This is a huge. This is the person's life in her hands. She doesn't deal with it. Fair enough. Okay, so that's the first point I want to make about this. Second point I want to make about this. We know her very well, don't we? We know she's been doing drugs for the last year. She's been doing weed, particularly. We know that. Okay? We know she's been drinking heavily for the most part. We know that too. We know she doesn't really take care of herself mentally. She might, vegan has its benefits, but the trade-off is her mental state of health has never been in a good situation. My problem, my main concern, is that she can't handle having this child. God knows I would not ask for. Actually, it's too late to get an abortion. She's about 5 months along, according to her. Well, I wouldn't, and I'd never want an abortion on a child. Forget that. So that's the main focus. Is that can she even take care? Is she able to have the child and not get hurt? That's another concern. The way she is, her size is she's only 5 foot even, 120 maybe at the most ever. So her size is another issue. My concern is she in the mental state to have this child? Maybe she can take care of the physical needs, but mentally, I don't know if she's ready. Okay, I don't personally believe she is. I'm pretty sure Andy's not, but even then, it's something that she made the decision to have sex with the guy. I don't know this person. I'm not the guy who did it. And she said she was careful, like birth control, protection. Well, I'll tell you something right now. This is a fact of nature. God finds a way. Okay? I'm saying it as it is. God finds a way. If you did something stupid and you don't listen to God, He'll find a way to make it worth waking up or, waking in hell. I hope to God that that doesn't happen, but the point is, even now, I am willing to take care of her. I'm willing to take care of this child. Okay? I don't know how many of you will actually listen to this, but I'm going to say, as God my witness, I'm still willing to help her. Even through all the crap that she's gone through and all the garbage she put everyone through, I'm still willing to do it. Okay? This is me. Look at me. See me? I'm not hiding. I'm not going to run away. I'm not going to fear somebody's legal attorneys because they've got nothing on me anyway. Even if they had anything, it's all lies. Seriously, what are you going to try to go against me? I'm not going to go around and say, well, she's a slut, well. This was an open forum, so you can't tell me I'm bad-mouthing her. You can't even tell me I'm slandering her because I've got the evidence still. It's not me who posted all this, I can assure you that. But I'm still willing to take care of it. I'm going to be fair with you. I made a promise to God that I was going to be responsible, okay? That means, yeah, I'm willing to, if you need somebody to watch the child for a few hours, okay, fine. If you want me to go over for a birthday party, I don't mind doing that. Here's where I draw the line. You wanted this, you got it. You take care of it. I'm not sending you any money. I'm not going to go off and you go on your boyfriend or whoever for a weekend and no, you got what you wanted. Here it is. My question, are you willing to accept what happened for the first time in your life? I mean, I've been nice, I've been fair, I've been respectful, but for the first time in 24 years of your life, are you willing to accept the consequences? Are you willing to understand how the next X amount of years of your life are different now? If you are, and you are willing to talk about things, I'm willing to work with it. Okay, I'm not going to come in here and be the biggest jerk on the universe. God knows I should be right now. I should be screaming at the top of my lungs, telling you how stupid it was. But I'm not going to. No, you already know pretty much everything you need to know, and I'm not going to do that right now. I'm willing to drop my end. I mean, we're going to have a long discussion, okay? We're going to have this huge chat, I'm sure. I'm willing, if you're willing to work with me, I'm willing to let it all go and say, that's it. If you're willing to take care of this child, I'm willing to just say, forget it. It's nothing serious. No bitter feelings on my end. Fine. We can drop it, but here's the thing. If you're going to continue this little feud inside and not try to ease off everything, you're like, okay, maybe we need to talk. I've been stupid. You were right to a degree. Let's talk. This is the problem. I mean, I'm going to be honest, I'll take care of that child, but I'm not going to just forget what happened. And like I said earlier, there's something you did that is very serious. And to what extent? You can go to jail and prison, and likely it's a felony. You don't know what it is. I'll be that very honest. I'm willing to even get rid of all that. You don't know how serious it was. I'm willing to say, forget it. Okay? The only reason why I haven't is because right now the guardianship that I'm under, which is getting dissolved now, it's getting there. I haven't had the legal ability to do so. When it's dissolved, that's out the window. I can do whatever legal actions I want, and I will take legal action if I have to. And let me make it very clear. If you're willing to say, okay, fine, let's talk, let's iron out our differences, I'm willing to drop that. You want to take care of your child? That's up to you. I'm not going to get in the way of that. But I'm not going to come up here and say, I'm being nice while you stupidly just run off and do whatever. If you're not willing to do so, I'm going to be very fair with you and honest, upfront. I will make it to where you will regret the day you were ever conceived. Okay? You hear me? You think I'm scary? You haven't seen me scary yet. In fact, right now I'm very composed. I've been very composed. I'm fighting back the urge to literally come up there right now, smack your parents around for about 5 seconds, in a literal verbal war that they cannot win. Go after this guy. You know who it is that I've said this guy is a jerk. You hang around him and tell him, I blame you for everything that's happened. I'm going to tell everybody exactly what she said about you, when she said it, why she said it. I could go up to your quote-unquote bestie who looks like a complete idiot. He's this boy, and look, it's just certain gendered guys and girls, and then there's this person. I don't even take him or her seriously. I don't even care about that. I could. And I probably should have. Under the way of both law and God. I probably should have done that. But I'm going to hold it off. I'm going to be very nice for a little while longer. But if you don't try to get a little bit of responsibility, Then I'm going to say, well, no matter if I feel like it or not, she hasn't learned her lesson. She might never learn her lesson if I don't do anything. And let me make it very clear. It's not just you who could be in trouble for this. What you said can put you, your family, your friends, and anyone you've talked to for the last 2 years. Yeah, it's that serious. Believe it or not, what you said is that serious. Behind bars. Okay? So I'm going to be fair. I'm willing to work things out, but I'm not stupid. That's the biggest mistake you've made about me for the last 6 years. I'm not stupid. I'm very much, if not more intelligent than you are, and you know that. And there's no way you're going to beat me in a fist fight. So you can rule that out. We know that part. That's obvious. If it comes to blows, you know you won't win. And I'm not going to hit a defenseless woman anyway. Bottom line, you put yourself in this situation for the last 2 years. You deal with it. I'm willing to help, but I'm not willing to ignore. And if anyone gets in my way, let God be my witness right now. I made a promise to the man upstairs that I would take care of her as my little sister if I had to. If any man, woman, or child gets in the way again with that promise, I'm saying it as it is. May God's wrath be upon you. And may you always know that I was supposed to be there as her brother. And you denied that one promise between me and the Lord upstairs. You won't have to worry about me when I'm done with you. You'll be thankful that that was the worst of it. But when you've messed up with that, you might as well just mess up with the rest of your life. Bottom line, here I am. I'm going to be very direct, and if that's a problem, sorry. I'm not sorry for telling you the truth. I'm not sorry for being honest. And I'm not sorry for trying to take care of you. I am sorry that I upset you, but I'm not sorry it had to be done. I've made my move. Are you going to make yours? Yes. Oh no. Yes. Oh no.